the wild is growing silent. In the deepest shadows of our planet's remaining forests and across its most desolate plateaus, the kings of the wild are vanishing. These are no longer just predators, they are ghosts, slipping through the cracks of a world that is changing faster than they can adapt. In 2026, we find ourselves at a crossroads, a conservation paradox where our technology has never been better at tracking them, yet their numbers have never been more fragile. Today, we journey into the heart of the crisis to witness the top 10 rarest big cats in the wild. As of early 2026, the data paints a striking picture. While some populations are seeing historic rebounds, thanks to intensive monitoring, others are teetering on the edge of functional extinction. This is the definitive status of the world's most elusive felines. We begin our countdown with a survivor from the dense jungles of Southeast Asia. Rank 10. The Sumatran tiger. Found only on the Indonesian island of Sumatra, this subspecies is the last of its kind in the archipelago. Fewer than 400 individuals remain. They are the guardians of the emerald forest, but their world is shrinking. Habitat loss has carved their territory into fragments, making every encounter with humanity a potential tragedy. In 2026, a disturbing new trend has emerged. Beyond traditional medicine, a black market for tiger parts as souvenirs and trophies is driving poaching to new heights. It is a trade fueled by vanity, where the beauty of the tiger is its own death sentence. Without the protection of forest corridors, these magnificent cats are forced into human contact, often with lethal results. But there is a lantern of hope. In Aceh province, a 2026 study identified 27 unique individuals, triple the count from previous years. This success is proof that when we protect forests outside the national park system, the tigers will return. They are resilient, but they require a sanctuary that is larger than a single park. Rank 9. The Javan leopard. After the tragic extinction of the Javan tiger, this leopard is now the island's last apex predator. It is estimated that fewer than 350 remain. They are the silent shadows of Java's mountains, surviving in the most densely populated island on Earth, where every step is a gamble against human encroachment. The 2026 Java-wide leopard survey has provided a stark inventory of their survival. 19 of the suitable landscapes are so small and isolated that they have an 84% probability of extinction within the next century. They are living in a series of green cages, disconnected from one another by miles of concrete and millions of people. A new action plan for 2026 focuses on connecting these isolated islands of forest. The Indonesian government is racing to build wildlife corridors that will allow these predators to find mates and maintain genetic health. The Javan leopard is the ultimate survivor, but even the strongest predator cannot survive total isolation. Rank 8. The Indochinese tiger. A decade ago, they ranged across 6 nations. Today, they have been wiped out in Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam. Only 220 remain, restricted almost entirely to Thailand and Myanmar. They are a species in retreat, clinging to the last great wildernesses of the Mekong region. The map of their existence is shrinking. Thailand is now the only country with a confirmed viable breeding population. While recent data shows tigers dispersing into new corridors in the Dong Phayayan forest complex, the loss of their range in neighboring countries has created a bottleneck. They are standing their ground in a final, desperate stronghold. Thailand's dedication to forest corridors is a flicker of hope in a dark landscape. By protecting the paths between parks, they are allowing the tigers to expand. But without international cooperation to reclaim lost habitats in Myanmar and beyond, the Indochinese tiger remains a king without a kingdom, confined to a fraction of its former glory. Rank 7. The Florida panther. This is the last of the great eastern cougars, surviving in a tiny corner of southwest Florida. Roughly 200 individuals remain. They are the ghosts of the Everglades, creatures of the mist and the sawgrass, fighting a daily battle against the encroachment of the modern world. The greatest threat to their survival is the road. Every day, 1,000 new people move to Florida, and with them comes concrete. In 2024, a record 36 panthers were killed by vehicles. They are boxed into a functional zone of only 9,000 square kilometers, surrounded by a tide of development that never stops rising. To survive, they must expand north. For years, the Caloosahatchee River was a barrier, but panthers are now being seen crossing into new territories. However, they face a new enemy, a neuromuscular disorder known as FLM. They are a population in transition, struggling to reclaim their lost kingdom, while the rising sea levels threaten to drown their current home. Rank 6, the Malayan tiger. We are witnessing a catastrophic decline in peninsular Malaysia. Fewer than 150 individuals remain. They are facing a perfect storm of poaching, habitat loss, and a new crisis, the decline of their primary prey due to disease. The roar of the Malayan tiger is growing faint. In the face of this crisis, a group of indigenous rangers is standing as the final shield. The Menrock forest rangers, composed of local Orang Asli communities, have successfully reduced poaching in the state of Perak. They are the guardians of the forest, providing the only protection between these tigers and total extinction in the wild. Without drastic intervention, experts warn the Malayan tiger could be lost within the next decade. The survival of this icon depends on our ability to support these rangers and restore the wild pig populations they rely on. It is a race against time in one of the world's most ancient and beautiful forests. Rank 5, the Amur Leopard. Often called the world's rarest big cat, they have staged a miracle recovery. In the early 2000s, only 30 remained. Today, as we enter 2026, the wild population has tripled to over 130. They are the lords of the snow, a testament to what dedicated conservation can achieve. But success has brought a new, internal threat. Their tiny gene pool has led to a genetic bottleneck. Inbreeding is now visible in morphological abnormalities like white paws and kinky tails. While their numbers are rising, their genetic health is fragile. They have survived the hunters, but now they must survive the limitations of their own biology. The land of the Leopard National Park in Russia remains their primary sanctuary, with populations now spilling over into China. This international cooperation is the blueprint for their future. If we can introduce new genes and maintain these vast snowy corridors, the Amur leopard will continue its march back from the edge of extinction. Rank 4, the Arabian leopard. The smallest of all leopard subspecies, they survive in the isolated mountain ranges of the Arabian Peninsula. Fewer than 120 remain in the wild. They are the ghosts of the desert, incredibly elusive and adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth. Their population is highly fragmented, with isolated groups struggling to find one another across vast stretches of desert. In 2025, the IUCN maintained their critically endangered status. They are a species living on the edge, confined to the highest peaks and deepest canyons of a rapidly developing region. But a massive rescue operation is underway. In early 2026, an international investment of over $50 million launched a new conservation hub. The goal is to use captive breeding to reintroduce these cats into managed wilderness reserves by 2030. It is a bold gamble to save the desert's most iconic predator before the last wild ghost vanishes. Rank 3, the Iriomote Cat. This is perhaps the most unique feline on Earth, found exclusively on the Japanese island of Iriomote. It occupies the smallest habitat of any wild cat in the universe. Only about 100 individuals remain. They are a living treasure, a relic of an ancient world confined to a single tiny island. On an island this small, every road is a threat. Nearly 10% of the population is struck by vehicles every year. The Iriomote cat has no room to hide from the modern world. Local efforts have intensified, from underground tunnels to the sterilization of feral cats to prevent disease. It is a battle for space on a 289 square kilometer stage. The survival of this species is a matter of national pride in Japan. By 2026, new technology is helping drivers avoid these elusive cats, and the population remains stable, though fragile. They are the ultimate island survivors, a reminder that even the smallest habitats can hold the most significant treasures. Rank 2, the Asiatic cheetah. Once ranging from the Middle East to India, they now survive only in the arid heart of Iran. They are the rarest of all cheetahs. In early 2026, the population is confirmed to be just 27 individuals. They are the fastest land animals, but they cannot outrun the threat of extinction. But in January 2026, a miracle was recorded. A female was sighted with a record-breaking 5 cubs. It is a surge of life for a population that was almost written off. They are fighting against road accidents, which cause over half of all deaths, and the fragmentation caused by mining. Every cub is a beacon of hope for the entire subspecies. The Asiatic cheetah is holding on to existence by a single fragile thread. Their survival depends on the absolute protection of their Iranian sanctuary and the mitigation of road deaths. They are the spirits of the plateau, and their loss would be the loss of a legacy that once spanned a continent. Rank 1, the South China tiger, the rarest big cat in the wild, because in the wild, it no longer exists. For decades, not a single confirmed sighting has occurred. It is functionally extinct in its native forests. Roughly 200 individuals exist entirely in captivity, all descended from just 6 wild-caught founders. The only hope for this subspecies is rewilding. Captive-born tigers are being taught to hunt and survive in large managed reserves in South Africa and China. It is a long, arduous process to prepare them for a return to a wild they have never known. They are ghosts being brought back to life one generation at a time. Will the South China tiger ever roar in the wild again? The answer depends on our ability to restore their habitats and maintain their genetic health in captivity. They are the ultimate symbol of the crisis, a magnificent predator that has been entirely erased from its home, waiting for us to make its return possible. The wild is growing silent, but it is not yet empty. In 2026, we have the technology to track every heartbeat of these survivors, yet they have never been closer to the edge. The paradox is that we know exactly how to save them, but we are running out of time to do it. The roar of these 10 icons is a message to us all. We can choose to be the generation that watched them vanish into the shadows of history, or the one that brought them back from the edge of the abyss. The fate of the world's rarest big cats is in our hands. Every voice that speaks for them and every action we take matters. The wild is waiting for our answer. If you believe these magnificent creatures deserve a future, share their story. Like, subscribe, and hit the thanks button to support our journey through the wild. Thank you for watching. Together, we can ensure the wild never grows silent. Every cat counts. Every roar matters.